Welcome back live for a special breaking news in NHL. We have a trade. The trade deadline this time is involved the Toronto Maple Leafs, the St. Louis Blues, and the Minnesota Wild are involved Friday night at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Unbelievable. The Hockey Nation Live Show predict that transaction a couple of weeks ago when I said Ryan Riley is going to be traded to the St. Louis Blues, from the St. Louis Blues to the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's happened tonight. And here we go, the trade we got from three teams. First of all, the Toronto got for the St. Louis Blues, Noel Acciari, Ryan O'Reilly, the captain of the Blues. In return, the St. Louis Blues got from Toronto, Michael Abramov, Adam Gaudette, the first round pick 2023, the Ottawa third round pick in 2023, and from the Toronto, the second round pick in 2024. The Minnesota got on that trade from the Toronto, the fourth round pick in 2025, I believe. And how this works, but St. Louis Blues going to retaining 50% of the salary cap of Ryan O'Reilly, and the Minnesota involved with that transaction going to retaining 25% of this. That's the only way this transaction works for the Toronto Maple Leafs. But again, this is a really huge, big trade for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They got right now two excellent players of the St. Louis Blues, Ryan O'Reilly and Noel Acciari. This is great. Matter of fact, with that trade, the St. Louis Blues got now 3 first-round pick in 2023. Doug Armstrong did it a couple years ago when they trade Paul Stastny, and now they got from this year, the trade deadline 2023, 2 additional draft pick 2020. If you think about the team, it make a very big impact, a turnover quickly, retools quickly. This happening right now with the St. Louis Blues to get that 3 first-round pick for 2023. But at the end of the day, guys, it's not about the Blues. It's about your Toronto Maple Leafs, because now they add 2 excellent players from the St. Louis Blues. First, Ryan O'Reilly. Guys, this year, he played already 40 games. It's not a great year for him. We know he is now on the injury reserve. And 40 games, he has 12 goals, 7 assists, 19 points. He's the winner of the Connie Smythe, a winner on the 2019 where the St. Louis Blues won the Stanley Cup. Just give you an idea what they go deep. Player the left winger, we know is a great, great captain. He has a leadership inside of any team in NHL. Be drafted by the Colorado Avalanche many years ago. Got traded for the Buffalo Sabres. And then the Buffalo Sabres trade him to the St. Louis Blues and return Tage Thompson. Remember that trade. And now he go to in Canada and play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So big transaction for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Plus they add a great deep fourth line like Noel Acciari. I know Acciari played a couple of years with the Florida Panthers. Good on the face-off. We already know that Toronto are good on the face-off. I think they are number 6 in NHL this season. So great, excellent transaction. I would like to hear from you. I came live. I did not want to record a video because we can share maybe your first thought of this transaction. Like I said, we predict this transaction a couple of weeks ago when I said Ryan O'Reilly is going to go with the Toronto Maple Leafs. People laugh at me. I know. It's okay. No big deal about that. So we have a few people in the house. Let's check in what we got. We have Danny T, is the captain of the moderator, is in the house. Very excited about this one over there. We want to drop this right here. Danny, talk about this. We have Luciano. Got it. Luciano is in the house. Knock the door. Vinny. James 007 is in the house. Thanks so much, Vinny, to join us. We'd like to hear from the comments, your comments about this. And our top, knock the door. We are going to have Melissa Zebran is in the house with the Hockey Nation Live Show. Thanks so much. Marco Larabi said, we love late night trade. Yes, I agree with you about this. Marco is doing it. O'Reilly to Marner to Matthews. Let's go leave. You're absolutely right about this, Luciano. Chicago Bears. Wow. what a great game for Chicago tonight. They beat the Ottawa Senators, by the way, by the score 4-3 after they come back with 2 goals to tie the game and then the winning goal. Really bad news for the Ottawa Senator fans if you are thinking about it. Only on Friday, you're absolutely right, in our tap. And then we have Luc Leverson leave all in. Agree with you about this. Luc Leverson knocked the door. O'Reilly is minus 24. Yeah. But I would not be worried about the minus about that. So everyone still think Monahan need to be a play game to get trade is not injured right now. I think the problem with that, you can see you don't give a lot in return if you think about the impact of Tarasenko and O'Reilly. But I think Montreal, if they get the best they can get, is maybe a second round pick for Monahan. For sure. Stanley Cup, here we go for Danny. About this, I consider talking about what we got there. For the back, they won. Danny, slow down. Clapperson. If they can get another defenseman, they would be in the business. Yes, I agree with you now, Marco. Now, they can maybe make another trade to, maybe like a Kerfoot or something like that, just to open up more money, and they can get something. Maybe not major like Chikron, but why not to add maybe an Edmondson or a McCabe, the second option, right? The option B, when you cannot get a top defenseman, and you can get maybe a second round pick in return for that. I would just want to let me check about what Toronto has right now on the team, on the picks, Toronto Maple Leafs. Excuse me. Let's see what they have right now. They have only the second round pick at Toronto and 2024. That's only they got right now. So they can maybe trade someone like that and maybe give another prospect. Now, if it's really important guy, they don't give a lot in return as a prospect number 1, like Matthew Nice or maybe Robinson. They keep both of them, and they keep the defensemen and the back too. So at the end of the day, Kyle Dubas go around to sacrifice draft, but they add a good leadership, a great player like O'Reilly, and they keep his top prospect and the club, the Toronto Maple Leafs. So that's happening for them. I just try to give you an idea. The defenseman we're looking about, it was Niemela. Niemela play right now. So that will be a good transaction for the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. Verny claimed this. Nicolas de Gaudetthe is in the house. Do the Leafs have any more pick left for the next 5 years? Yeah, they still have a couple of picks. Like, first one pick they gave up the 2023, but they still have 24 and 25, and they still have a second round pick 24. Now, it may be out now with that transaction. Coach is always on the lookout. I'm on the call. I'm on the call all the time. Look, I got a phone call from Elliot Philman. But no, honestly, I got a phone call from Inartap on that one over there. So thanks so much, Inartap. Venez voir dormir 30 minutes. Mon Nicolas, quand c'est arrivé. Oui. KLS, talk about this one over there. We have congratulations, Leave fans. Yes. Zev Lacab knocked the door. Welcome back, Zev Lacab. Gary Cournoyer, late night with Cold Frenchy. Yeah, we just pop up for that transaction. Guys talking about this. We can come to Chicago. Think a Leaf can afford Karvikov. Look like the return, Marco, is very high. A first round pick and a third round pick for what we heard. They tried to look in the same transaction they did with Tampa Bay for David Savard. At that time, Savard was a little bit more older. So I think they don't have enough to get in return. But you never know. I think an Edmondson, like maybe not Edmondson, because Edmondson is hurt, but another option B defenseman. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Can use... you have nothing he can throw, he can échanger present, mais we slow deadline for that. Might be slow. I agree with you, Marco. Great comments about this. Excellent pickup for the Leafs. Exactly what we need. The best all in. Great comment from A2ZME. Pushing more comments, guys. We're going to talk about this for sure. Nick and them to win about this. And non, mais ça, never mind. Dubois is like Bergeron, all in. Au diable, le futur, mon Zef Lecave. But I think they see the windows open up for them. Only thing they have to maybe compete after that. Maybe, of course, we have two things to think about this. The transaction on New York Rangers to get Tarasenko and to get Mikola in return open the door of their team to make a quicker transaction and not wait at the last minute, because maybe the best option, a player going to be gone. The next after that we can talk is Timo Meier and possible Patrick Kane. That's the 2-1 over there. I think now they are on the market. Maybe a team can make a big move for that one. So that's happening on this. Let's see. Let's call the last season. I gave the cup to the leave. Gary Cournoyer. Shannon probably signed off on this one. Dubas with no contract. Absolutely right, Marco, about this. We know Dubas had no contract, and that's happening. Will be interesting now what happening with Tyler Bertuzzi with the Detroit Red Wings. That's the next player. Maybe could be on the road. Could get traded to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Julien Brisebois is going to looking about, okay, what's next for us? Can we have enough, because this position of O'Reilly put a top 6 player where they don't have no left winger, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, we know O'Reilly is hurt. Can he be back at 100%? That's what we have to figure out. He's still on the ER, if I can remember that one, or if it is still, if I'm right. I don't read Marco. Marielle would make a 4-5 move. I call in our tap. Look. And our tap, Ken is putting to sleep. About this snake up, baby, for Danny. Tampa, New Jersey, and Carolina up next. Yes, Marco, that's a great way to see that. Tampa Bay could be Bertuzzi. We know Meyer name is really related to the Carolina Hurricane and the New Jersey Devils. If you look about the big trade line, is the Eastern team conference are getting better and better. Western, nothing happening yet. We did not see any move from Minnesota, Vegas, Colorado, Edmonton. Edmonton and Colorado and Dallas is on the team. The top of the best of the Western are do nothing. So maybe 1 or 2 moves could make them a better compared to the rest of the Western Conference, because now Eastern is filling up. They fill up. Imagine Timo Meier go to Carolina or Timo Meier in New Jersey. Now it's getting harder. Boston, Toronto, Tampa, Carolina, Rangers, and Devils. 6 teams going to fight for 1 spot for the final cup final. So Stanley Cup. So that will be really interesting what next move from other team. Great, Marco, about that one over there. It's happened. Marco Tavares go to the wing, maybe 1 LT. I still believe Ren O'Reilly play a lot, Marco, on the left winger many times. So I think they will keep Tavares there, and they will now they can keep bonding with maybe keep bonding with Matthews and Nylander. Now Marner, O'Reilly, and Tavares. They have now 2 good center for the face-off on that line. And so, yeah, a great move from that part of it. Hopefully, they start the ball rolling, and we see more trade. And now, we still have a couple, 14 days before the trade deadline, right? 2 weeks. So I still believe he will move a few of them, but the rest going to be more at the last day because you have so many teams on the bubble. It will be interesting to see what the next move for the Nashville. Nashville is a bubble team right now. We have a couple of players they can trade over there. That would be one we have to look about this. I think Neil Rader is another great winger you can get somewhere somehow. So that's going to happen. It would be so funny because even if they make the first round, Dubois would get kicked in. But at the end of the day, Zeph, I understand if they're going to play against the Tampa Bay Lightning, it could happen over there. But as the fans and as the player right now in the locker room, you have to be appreciate the move of at least the Toronto make something major to try to win. And at the end, everything is a win or losing team, but that's not changed a lot. about the situation, Kyle Dubas, at the end. If they lose, we know they're going to have some change for sure in Toronto. If they win, because after that, they're going to play against Boston. Boston, look about that trade. So wait a minute, Toronto have maybe a lot of offensive now. But again, it will be really interesting of the next, the following about this. As part of this day, Toronto also received Josh Pilar, yes, from WHL Senex, back from injury tonight to the late big winger. You're absolutely right about this. There was add letter after that on the trade. It was not on this. Toronto is desperate to make a second round pick. No more. Yes, look, they tried to get this star ball holders possible landing spot for Barduzzi. You're absolutely right, KLS for that. We know the relationship between all three. All work for the Detroit Red Wings. The general manager, Jim Neal, Julien Brisebois with Steve Eiserman, and then you have Ken Holland. So three GM have some kind of the relationship with the Detroit Red Wings with Steve Eiserman. But who can read the brain of Steve Eiserman, right? And they have to sign Dylan Larkin. I think the contract of the Robin Haynes going to give an indication for Larkin. I think they're looking for 8 to 8.5. Eiserman is not there yet, but it will be interesting what's happening. Edmonton, guys, after they take the lead 3-0, 4-1, now they are lead 4-3, and they are on the penalty box. So Rangers on the power play with 7 minutes 44 to go. A lot of game tonight. Really surprised. Minnesota beat the Dallas Stars, by the way. And then what about the comeback to Chicago? Wow. Let's see what we have in the chat. Start with winning a first round. Sorry, Leaf fans. Corey Perry would injure Tavares already in the first round. I'm not sure the Leaf would make the playoff. Is Jersey smart? Don't crazy move. Right look. But if they add Timo Meier, I think this is a great asset for the bill. For the future, they signed him at 8 years, at $8 million, 8.5. I think that secure the top 6. They're losing 2 players right now. They have money to do that. And they have the prospect. And you add a solid, that would make them for following year and 2023, 2024, really good team at the top of the Metropolitan. I think that will be a great move from them if they do that. But again, when you talk about don't make crazy move, it's maybe an option B to sacrifice a pick and maybe not work. But with Meyer, it'll be no problem. Minnesota reserve 20% rally. Sorry, LA 50%. Yeah, it was announced earlier. And at that, I believe only pay a 1.75 for St. Louis, retain 50%, then will renew 0% first round. Yep. Yes, coach. I believe did something absolute. Ross Travel in the house. Desperate move. They will still need a goalie. Ross. First of all, Ross, I believe this is the first time here, so we really appreciate you stop by. The second thing, I would say, yes, it is a desperate move because they know they're going to play against Tampa Bay Lightning, and they know they cannot go there with the same lineup they have. But after that, I think they are confident to go with Samsonov. You cannot compare with Vasilevsky in return, but would be the risk is still there, Ross. I agree with you about this. They need more, like if someone talk about the left defenseman, that would be someone to add. Dave, great news, Dave. Another big fans of the Toronto Maple Leafs. If you're big fans of the Leaf, if you're a Leaf fans, you have to be excited about that news. This is like you don't go with option B; they go deep on the forward, and now they're just looking for a left defenseman. And this is what they need. They bring another big voice in the locker room, a guy with leadership, a guy been to the Stanley Cup, win the Stanley Cup, a Connie Smythe winner, been with Colorado Avalanche before with the Buffalo Sabres. Look, the guy have experience. He have really great work ethic. And now to play with whatever he played the first line, second line, you can see, I think that will be great. That Rangers tied the game, guys, 4-4. On the power play goal, the Rangers are back in the game. They are tied the game 4-4, by the way. during a power play of 5 versus 3. Zibanejad score. Oh my God. Dave, to start by. Real Deal is in the house. Thanks so much. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes about this. KLS is great. Well, we're going to it. My guess is I'm going to keep Larkin and Pertuzzi. I feel like they will let go Pertuzzi, Marco. I think they will negotiate for Larkin for sure. But I think there will be I think it could be with Gary aussi de Dorion Ottawa. Leave a chance to making is past the first round to go from 54.1 to 56 point with this execution. Chance of winning the cup from 9.1 to 9.6. Yeah, that's normal, right? Because they play again for Tampa Bay. So it's not like, but I think they bring up more better team overall. Rangers right now in Ottawa and Edmonton still 4-4. But again, on the New York Rangers on the power play, guys, we know the power play is excellent, and would be interesting if they can take the lead with 6 minutes to go remaining on the third period. We're going to see that. Hey, yes, we score enough, or we don't need a goaltending defense. Yeah, it could be someone right there. We just is the pose by Panarin, I believe. Maybe not Panarin, but anyhow, what she did. Je suis d'accord. Luc Cournoyer. Dubois try for the future, the leave, or we try and win now. Great comment, Jeffrey. I think that's why they try to do this. But definitely, like many of you thinking he should need a defenseman. I agree with you. L. Anson in the house. Does this help Monahan value? As not many good center left at Boston Canada Avalanche. He helped a little bit because we heard today Jonathan Toews not going to be traded anymore. So it's what the rumor said earlier. I didn't have no confirmation about this. I heard this on the podcast, but I did not look more people mention this again. But it looked like Jonathan Toews is not going nowhere. So that open up now, like you said, L, possibility now Monahan. Again, Monahan have to play very soon to prove that one. But I don't think so. Anyway, like I said, my video yesterday, the value of Montreal to trade other effect Anderson are a little bit better, not great, because the injuries to Monahan and to Edmondson. But definitely his chance to get trade, it could be because Avalanche tried to add a center for them. Edmonton 4-4. Jeffrey, Martin, Marleau, Kadri, Moore, Brown, Blue, the future of this team. Coach, sound like O'Reilly actually are both rental. You're absolutely about this. Yet they are not confirmed, no extension for anything. But like I said, both of that. Now the situation in Toronto is very different compared to Lula Mariello because you talk about a player at 32 years old and don't have a great year. And again, the salary cap of Toronto is not easy, right? So they're going to reevaluate the situation with Ryan O'Reilly. But Noel O'Cherry is not a big deal. It's $1.2 million, I believe. Mario, Narco talk about Campbell. Tries to get everybody held in the chat here. We have something else. The boss just took an run swing. It better hit the ball or goodbye. Yep, the leave would be shaking for saying the Rangers. Bottom line is Gallaudet have to make a move. Absolutely right, Luc Lavorton. Great comment about this. I think this is a good move. Sometimes you just have to go for it, especially before Matthews leave. Great comments. This is an additional great statement about the Toronto Maple Leafs. They know now it's time. The window will be closed maybe in the next 2 years with the departure of other players in their lineup. So he said they see that opportunity right now to add a player like O'Reilly, and they go all in. We need to, you as a coach, we can plan the parade. Here we go. Why not to celebrate in Toronto downtown? Maybe I'll be there too. How old is O'Reilly? 32 years old. Larry Watts. Are you sure, coach? I think so. Yes, 32 is going to be. He just turned 32 years old, by the way. February 7, born in Ontario at Clinton, Ontario. So it was a 33 overall pick, second round, and by the Colorado Avalanche, 2009. James and our Carlsbad is going all in because his job is on the line, and they have no room for failure in the first round of the playoff. Yeah, but I think it's a move is an agreement from the Toronto Maple Leaf as the management, not only Kyle Dubas. So I think Shanahan have to put his word on this to accept that rate, and I think as Toronto understood, they have to go all in now for all the reasons I just mentioned to you. So again, a first, second, a third round pick for St. Louis Blues, Abramov and Gaudette, Adam Gaudette, and then already ACCIARI, Josh Pilar got in return for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Minnesota got a 4 round pick. Stanley Cup or the boss for the Leafs? Now, that would be a good question for each one of you guys is how do you consider this as the boss for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Is it they got eliminated second round pick, they get eliminated at the third round pick, or they go to final, right? A final conference, is it like a boss or is it a big step? If they got eliminated the first round and the second round, you consider this like a boss? That would be a good question. You get answered about how you're going to evaluate that question. Bonjour, Monico. Actually, René may play tomorrow night for an attack. And for Toronto, Leave are already good defensively, would be ever better now, much harder to play against, Marco Larabi said. Yes, if you think about Toronto, if I can recall it, they are right now number 4 and the standing for goal again. But, Coach, are you sure? No. The King winning right now 5-3 again. Anaheim 4-4 Edmonton, and we have the Wild win 2-1. So can the Oilers find a way to win tonight? And the Rangers, can they get the W7? I believe that's the team. Salut Mel, bonne nuit Melissa. Go Rangers, go for Luciano, and then Jeffrey. And then we get everything set lie. Jeffrey, if you have a chance to win, you have to go for it. Look at the Pittsburgh Penguins. Fletcher tried to do this last time. Welcome, Mr. Willie Snyder. Thanks to stop by. And then we try to get if you have any other thing. It's like crossing the bridge. If you go, you cannot turn around. Yeah, possible about this. 34 line still cannot score. That will help a little bit more. Like now you're going to have Jack Croc and the third line. You're going to bring now Kerfoot on the third line. Right now they have Pierre Egval. You can use him. Maybe they will bring Matthew Nice at the end of the season. Matthew Nice could be another Cole Caulfield in the past for the Montreal Canadiens for the playoff. Who knows? I think they have a little bit better third line they was never been before in the past. Don't care, man. Benny said this in 2018. The best can build the right mentality of players. Then he tried him to extend. Montreal have nothing to trade other than damage. Good about that. The only one I would say to you, look, is Josh Anderson, but I don't know. I think Montreal will going to be play third line center. That's a good question. But they don't have nothing on the left winger. That's the biggest problem they have right now. They don't have, is Michael Bunting, a Chuck Rock. That's the problem they have over there. Now, do you better to put Kerfoot second line and then butt down O'Reilly? I'm not sure about that. And O'Reilly guy play very well on the PK and he play good on the power play. So you add all the little area of your game better. So it will be interesting. No, but it's a good question about that one. They have to figure out this. Sound like the leave trade for Crosby really is very good in shape on himself. Gary. The good thing about Reno Raleigh, guys, he's a guy really professional. He's really good on the training. He got trained by his dad for many years now. He have a special training. He's really a work ethic guy. The guy is, like I said, like he will show up with his best shape Unfortunately, did not work like many players this year with the St. Louis Blues. He really struggled over there. Plus, he had an injury recently. He missed, what, 4 weeks, I think? So, or 6 weeks. It was against Marler to leave. So do it now, way to go, Dubas. Yeah, Zeph, that we are all agree about that one there is the way to do this. Zubat job is on the line every year. Yeah, that's a good comments about Luke. Luke is fired tonight. With this move, just winning is a bit around is still a boss. Here we go. That's Marco, a good answer about that one there. Then we'll see with Dallas Star, the Minnesota, the Winnipeg Jets, the Edmonton, the Vegas. I think they are the team right now. They maybe to add more players on the East Conference. I think it's Tampa Bay are going to try to get Luke Shine or Tyler Bertuzzi. I think they are the two players right there. Timo Meyer could be at Carolina. Timo Meyer. It could be with New Jersey Devils. Now, the New Jersey Devil guy, they will say, you know what, we're going to be in the playoff, and we don't expect too much anyway. So they maybe say, you know, we're not going to get a big players. We're going to see what we have and stay in the plan of the rebuilding what they are, and they just try to get maybe the first round and go from there. Now, at this moment, they were going to play again the New York Rangers if there was the final Sunday was there. So it would be interesting. The end of the third period, guys, is over. The New York Rangers come back with 3 goals to tie the game 4-4. We are on overtime. Unbelievable. 2 minutes to go. The Kings are winning 5-3, by the way, against the Anaheim Ducks. Let's see what we have. I see the deal in the second round this season, Woody. Big step. Coach Danny. Marco, I agree, has to be conference final, which means beating Toronto. Yes, Jeffrey, good point about this one over there. I do believe they can beat Tampa Bay, Jeffrey. They almost did last season. They have the tools now. Now, you know, year after year, you never know who could be hurt the next couple of weeks. And then secondly, what the Tampa Bay can add in the lineup. If they don't win a round this year, Dubas gave Echelon should be all fire for Jimmy. Great comment about that one over there. Thank you, Jimmy, to be with us tonight. We're going to see. I think you are kidding yourself. They gave up just like they did with Montreal. Remember, they are a good. Did not allow that was a win. And see, they gave up in game number 7. Paul step up, Tampa step up, Leaf gave up. I don't think so. They gave up. Jeffrey, I think you're very hard on that one over there. I think they try the best they can. They were disappointed, frustration for another year losing the first round. And the best team always find a way to winning those kind of big game at the right time. They've probably been there before. And the year before it was Montreal, you understand. They cannot Toronto make that year. Toronto is like Matthews and Marner didn't have a very good series, but again, they have to figure out. Then of getting some attention. Yes, the name is a bit go to maybe Colorado. I think it was Calgary, Dallas Star, and someone else. If I can recall it, Marco, about this. Kerfoot, Tavares, Marner, second line. Yes, in attack, it could be that way for sure. Would be see, we are now in overtime, guys. Again, New York Rangers 2 versus 1. Should the puck, Campbell make another big save, but now the Edmonton attacking now 2 versus 1. Dressel with McDavid. Dressel attacking now, looking now the back end, putting point for net. Should the puck make save by the goaltender. It's still 2-2. Norris right now battle for the puck. Wow, gave 6 direct score and they did not count it. It was not good. Will look good on the second line. Will he? That's what I'm said. The best is move. They have a choice between Kerfoot and McCann. I don't said disagree with you. I just said that's what the reason they let go McCann to the Seattle Kraken versus Kerfoot. I'm watching the game right now. The other Saddle guy is on the ice for over 1 minute and 15 seconds. He wants to stay on the ice. Unbelievable. Sometimes the others, the Rangers attacking again. Their position, team man. about this. Cross the goal from England. Who did it? Leave, give up. They got ABRAMOV. If you want to see that trade again, guys, you can see here. This is the trade we got a couple of minutes ago. Edmonton a 2-1. Lose the puck at the last second. They got from ACCIARI already, and they gave ABRAMOV, Adam Gaudette, the first round pick 2023, the third round pick 2023, the second round pick in 2024, and then they got the trade for the second round pick, the fourth round pick in 2025 for the Minnesota Wild. Campbell just saved the Edmonton Oilers on that one over there. Wow. Yeah, that action right there. If you're watching Edmonton live, back and forth, no whistle. Campbell just make an amazing, great save on this one. We are still live, guys, talking about the trade. You have any comments? Continues to talking about this. That will be, we can go from until we get finished here the next couple of minutes. The real problem, Toronto, is Shannon. It's like he's on the telephone. Man, brand new is on the house. I'm surprised because they leave one with another older forward veteran. Jeffrey, although those many blows before Zint and Paul isn't correct, so good example. Hopefully you're doing well. Ghost said, I'm not dead. We never thought you was dead about this, about you, my friend. Always a pleasure. Try we get, you have any questions? Sorry, I'm walking home. I'm back now. Vinny, awesome. Look like person go leave about Kucherov. It's the big news to be talking leave so much. Yes, it is. At least those team won a couple around during learning curve of the playoff. Avalanche, Tampa Bay. This the Los Kings win 6-3. Guy confirm empty net at the end. Poor play goal. So anyhow, we still 2 minutes to go remaining between Edmonton and the Rangers, guys. We are almost see if Edmonton can figure out this one. Luciano and the girls. Joseph. 2-1 now for the Rangers, guys. Go back. Wow, what a big save by the stick of the McDavid, by the way. Edmonton coming back 3-2. Wow, what a bad play by Nurse. Where did do you pick this up from, Jeffrey? I'm not sure. Willie, the only time I like him in our tap was on Scrabble. About this, LUCIANO, we'll get there. Marco is the most underrated player this year. Yes, it is. Marco, RNH have an amazing, great game so far. We have a penalty right there. I think that Zibanejad got a 2-minute for tripping. Power play for the Edmonton Oilers with 1 minute to go remaining. INH have 27 goals this season. He signed a contract to stay with the Oilers, by the way, so you're absolutely right about this. Oilers are so weird. Luke Laverson, what a fun trade deadline this year, brand new. And Kucherov was mad because the person did his love. Ridov, I see this is an overpay and desperate. Again, Ridov, we'll see what he look like after the playoff, right? If they go the final Stanley Cup or the final conference, is it too much? And what happening if they sign O'Reilly for a 3 years contract, whatever it is? So I agree on 50-50. Desperate move. They have to make a move, but they have to add a good players. So it could be. So they did it. But is it a bad move? We overpay. We don't know yet until the last thing about what happening in the future. But I agree with you. What is money worth after this trade? I still believe the best he can get for Monahan is a top prospect. A late or prospect B and a second round pick. I would be shocked if someone get a first round pick to Monahan. I don't see that. Edmonton right now on the power play, guy 4-3. Would be interesting to go there. What it say by the goaltender, Chesterkin again, McDavid, 45 seconds to go. Monahan is now a third round pick needed. Zef Zef go a bit more lower at me. I still believe a second round pick for Monahan they can get in return. But they're not going to get like what they thought at the beginning. 25 seconds to go. Great power play. A great PK by the Rangers went out to set up everybody. McDavid cannot shoot a puck. He returned the puck at 20 seconds to go. McDavid hold the puck now. McDavid set up. McDavid on the side, shoot the puck. Missed the net by Hyman, I believe. Go back now. The Rangers dumping the puck. It's going to be the end of this period, guys. And we're going to be on the shootout. Wow. The Oilers did not take advantage of the power play. Again, Mr. John is in the house. Won't like this new flash. He talk about Steve G. Go. Yep. Yes, the captain was dreaming already coming back. You're absolutely right. We know the career evidence are looking to add another players on the top 6 over there. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like if you did not do it. Again, we came here live at the last minute to set up that trade. We tried the Hockey Nation show to bring you the best contents happening at the last minute when we can. We love those transactions the night. We don't love afternoon at 3 o'clock because I'm in the bed. But that's a subject about this. We're going to finishing the show, guys, until the last game of the night of the NHL. We are going to be in shootout. It's just Edmonton and New York Rangers. Two teams need the extra point tonight. And it will be excellent. It will be great if the Rangers get it because that will give them another straight W. I think they are 6 already. Some team who lose the misculture game would pay high for Monahan. I didn't believe before, but with O'Reilly gone and Tays out, looking good. That add the possibility to trade Monahan now a little bit better, right? And but again, Calgary got shot with the catch-up trade. Shootout Edmonton Rangers. Goose, yep, sorry, I will sign Monahan for another year and trade him next year. You're absolutely right about that for this one. I think RHN just scored a goal for first attempt over the blocker of Chesterkin. I agree with you, Zeph, about this. This was my video yesterday. At trade deadline, no values. And I put the reason why I was signing 1 year for Monahan. It went good, of course, for Monahan because he can go with 1 year with Montreal, play on the top 6 and get some point. But Kako come back with a goal. It's 1-1 after first attempt. Campbell couldn't do anything about that. It was sleep on that. I agree with Marco. I said SM as player who can net a first round pick. I'm not sure how they thought Huberdeau would work with Sutter. Like Montreal did when Drouin trade. Nice, Willie. That's why there are 2 games this weekend. Drouin is worth first Gary Cournoyer. Now McDavid's coming. Looking now. McDavid's coming back. And the Buck, he did not score McDavid on that one with that. Wow, that's a bad news for Edmonton Oilers fans. Already is the latest version of the Marleau a Thornton experience. With this move, the missing link. I don't know if I can consider a Ren Riley like a Marleau and Thornton, but we'll see what happening after that. So it won't work on the Marco. What Panarin shoot the puck, he missed the net too. 2-2 after this. I think some of the like we got tonight. Sorry, man, Sattler. Very similar to Tortorella. Yeah. It's just like Tortorella, remember the young players on the line. And it's a great comment when you think about this guy with Sattler. Yeah, something's going on with the Sattler. And I think since the incident of Pelletier, guys, after he did not remember that, and then Tressadol showed that puck and slap shot the puck, guys, missed the net completely. I think for me, the player did not appreciate that. And I'm talking about the rest of the team. I feel like they completely do not trust anymore Sattler. The message does not pass anymore. So it will be interesting. Sibina just coming out, shoot a puck and miss the net too. We're still 1-1 after 3 shots. Now we have a sudden death shootout now, and the team score could be the difference tonight. OMG, look at the one is what it's get in the metro. I think right now, I don't see anybody can add Drouin right now. I think Drouin will go finish it with Montreal Canadian. I don't see anybody else. Barry's coming on breakaway, on shootout, shoot a puck, Shostakin make a save. And then, if you have Campbell versus Shostakin and shootout, who do you prefer the most, right? So Ranger, possibility win tonight will be interesting. If they score the next goal, this coming from Tarasenko. Oh, Vladimir Tarasenko could make some Toronto, New York Rangers more happier tonight. At the left side, Campbell's coming now. Shoot the puck. Campbell make a save after a 4-shot round. Round number 4 done. It's still 1-1 between both. We're going to now go for Adam number 5. I agree 100%. Slater may have lost the team. I think so. I feel that way, Marco. Decision with the Calgary Flame. Again, the trade happening, Toronto. Now we're going to check Derry Ryan on breakaway against Shostakin. Something else coming to the back door. Shoot the puck. And Shostakin make a save with the glove. He tracked the puck very well. And he showed the puck to Ryan. Said, I got it, my friend. That enough value is rising, Carrie. Yeah, but not much, right? It depends when you see this. A 5th-round pick, a 4th-round pick max. I didn't see more at that. I'm just tired of the one comments. Look like person. It's only at 12 goals, 3 more. Right. Campbell make a big save. We go to round number 6. Shedil try to go on the 5-0. Campbell close the pads together to make a save. I'm going to go now for round number 6. I hope for the white sake that can trade. It's more than just Sutter as it is today, our warm-up show. Now, the key behind that is when they lost the situation, I think it will be Yamamoto's coming, shoot a puck, and Shostakin make another big save. Of course, you have other elements joined with Calgary, but since that incident, Calgary struggled most of the time. Only they got 1 W, a 7-2. Lafrenière for the W tonight, round number 6. Lafrenière scored a goal tonight. Lafrenière looking good on February, by the way, by the Rangers. Lafreniere's coming to the middle. Just look at the points for Backshot. He score. And the New York Rangers win tonight. They come back again. And the Edmonton Oilers are not able to win. Oh, what a amazing, great game between the Edmonton Oilers and the New York Rangers. And the Rangers get another W, and they just continue to winning, guys. Unbelievable. The Edmonton Oilers at home have a really bad. Again, this other team in Edmonton cannot figure out what's going on over there. And McDavid, Trussell, and wow, I'm speechless to see that game again slip on my prediction tonight. I predict tonight tonight, guys. I predict the Kings. I got it. The Rangers. I said the Edmonton. I said the Ottawa Senator is Chicago. I said Islanders, and I said the Dallas. 2 and 3 for me tonight. Another bad night on prediction, and maybe I will be on the jail. Look like with 2 and 3, but it is what it is. Rangers, wow, 5-4. Come on, Rangers, Luciano. Going to home period. Flame Golden Ding is the biggest issue for the session for the maximum order. Others keep a leaving point on the table. There's a Campbell, Danny. Good night, la gang. Gary Cournoyer. Yes, on that one, guys, we're going to shut down very quickly here. We hear pretty good. We talk about the transaction, and again, one more time, the Toronto Maple Leafs trade tonight with the St. Louis Blues and the Minnesota Wild, third party of this trade. Toronto trade to got from the St. Louis Blues Randall Riley and Noel ACCIARI, and return they sent Abramov, Pilar, and they got Adam Gaudette. First round pick, second round pick, and third round pick. And Minnesota got the 4th-round pick. And that was the trade of the trade deadline. Again, one biggest trade after Tarasenko a couple of days ago. So this guy conclude. We appreciate everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night. Don't forget the game. Montreal Canadiens are in Toronto again in Maple Leaf. At the Scotiabank game. It's going to start at 7 o'clock. We're going to do a play-by-play commentary. But before we leave, guys, we want to remind you, don't forget to click on the likes. And we go always finishing that way with the final video. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Here we go, guys. Thanks so much for watching live stream. A special breaking news, initial trade deadline happening here at the Hockey Initial Show. We try to do the best we can do to bring every single night. The good news, Coach, he predicted this Reno rally to the Toronto Maple Leafs a couple of weeks ago. Until then, my friend, we wish you an amazing, great rest of your night, a sweet dream, and we wish you an amazing, great weekend. But of course, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the year. What? 2023. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. We love you, people. See you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock p.m. Good night, everyone.